Welcome back once again to that must-see YTV shows, Pigskin, Facts, History, and News. Welcome back to part two. I am your host of hosts, Fred Watson Jr. Bada bang, bada boom, bada bang, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada bing. Welcome back. Okay, now back to our hot story from last night. Like I said, in that Thursday night game between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers, once again, Cleveland defensive end Myles Garrett was suspended for the rest of the year for an illegal hit on Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph. He snatched his helmet off his head and used his helmet to strike him, hit him in the head with it, used it as a weapon. And that's just something in the NFL that's not tolerated, and that has no place in the game or in the game of football, period. There were three men that were ejected from that game, and it was just something that was uncalled for. So if you want a brutal fight ender, yeah, that was exactly what Myles Garrett did, and it was very foolish. It didn't take 15, it only took one to get him suspended. So that calls for, what would you do? What would you do? I would have suspended him for the rest of the year with no pay. What would you have done if you were the NFL commissioner? What would have been your decision? You know, it looks like this calls for the Humanity Bureau to investigate. Maybe they can give us some insight on what needs to be done. But what was done was done. The NFL came down hard today and swiftly, and basically they did what they had to do. They came in and they told the man, that's it. That will not be tolerated in the NFL, and we're gonna set the example, and you're not playing. And the crazy part is the Steelers and the Browns, they play each other in 2 more weeks at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. So that was crazy. All right, the Redskins quarterback Dwayne Haskins will be making his second official start, his first home game start. I am really looking forward to it. I'm excited, about seeing the development. Not so much if the Redskins win the rest of the year. The year's gone, so what? It would be nice to win, of course. But all I'm interested in is seeing the development of our future quarterback and see how he progresses. And I believe that he will do well. I believe that he will blossom. And all great quarterbacks sometimes don't start off great. Not making an excuse for him, but I believe that with time, Dwayne Haskins is going to become better. He's going to become productive, and in the long run, he can potentially become a great one. So, as evidenced in the Buffalo game, like they did an interview, like I said, with him a couple weeks ago, and he said as the game went on, he started seeing the field a lot better. Things were more clearer to him. So all it takes is for that light bulb to come on, and that's it. The rest is history. The Jets beat the Giants last week 34-27. The Jets, they're 2-8 team. They're one of the worst teams in the NFL, like the Redskins. So excuse me, the Jets are 2-7. They're 2-7. However, on defense, they are very stout against the run. Matter of fact, they are number 3 in the NFL against the run, only allowing 81 yards a game. The Jets on offense, quarterback Sam Darnold, product out of USC, second-year quarterback, still suffering growing pains, but he's still growing as a quarterback. He's passed for 1,307 yards, 7 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Running back Le'Veon Bell. He's rushed for 7. He has total yards, rushing and receiving, 725 total yards, 3 touchdowns. Former Redskin wide receiver Jamison Crowder, who is now part of the Jets, has 486 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Tight end Ryan Griffin has 160 reception yards and 3 touchdowns. So the Jets are going to be. It's not going to be easy game. No game in the NFL is easy. When the Jets are on offense, when his line protects Sam Darnold, he's pretty efficient in the pocket. He's also growing as a quarterback, second-year quarterback, like I said. If the Redskins do not put any pressure on Sam Darnold and the Jets protect him well, they could be in for a very long day. Because any quarterback in the NFL, if you give him time, if he has a line that protects him and holds up, he's going to pick you apart. So the Redskins' defensive front is going to have to put some pressure on Sam Darnold. They're going to have to hurry him. They're going to have to harass him. They're going to have to sack him. They're going to have to hit him. Make him uncomfortable in the pocket. He likes to throw the ball to Le'Veon Bell out of the backfield. So, little curl routes. He likes screen passes. He likes to find Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. So they're going to have to be looking out for that. His go-to, his bread and butter, pretty much this year has been former Redskin wide receiver Jamison Crowder. Their slot man. He's very good out of the slot, as you remember when he was with us. And he's continued that play with his new team, the Jets. So we're going to have to really cover him. And like I said, we're going to have to make the quarterback uncomfortable and don't give him any time to throw to his go-to man. Tight end Ryan Griffin, potentially another threat in the passing game. So the Redskins are going to have to stop their running game. Le'Veon Bell is a patient runner, but he's a very good runner. A cutback type of runner. Very good runner. So the Redskins are going to have to shut down the running game, and they're going to have to harass Sam Darnold all day long. And they have the defensive front to do it, but they're going to have to be consistent all game. So it's no telling what kind of game plan that great Redskins defensive coordinator Greg Minuski has. I'm afraid to ask. But hopefully the Redskins can get off the field on third down situations and get the ball back to the offense and stymie the Jets. And if they can get off the field, stuff the Jets on third down, make stops, get off the field, pressure the quarterback, stuff the running game, they'll have a pretty productive day, great day on defense. The Redskins are struggling through a 1-8 season so far. They just come off the bye week, and they've just scored 18 points in their 3-game losing streak, and they only average 12 points per game, which is the worst mark or the worst rank in the NFL. So something's got to give this week. They've got to find the end zone. They've got to score a touchdown. Something's got to happen. So just looking forward to that. And rookie quarterback Dwayne Haskins, he gets his second start, his first home start. So really excited about it. He's had another week of preparation. I'm sure time to get in the film room, study, learn the playbook a little more. So I believe that this week that I'm pretty sure and I'm hoping that interim coach Bill Callahan will expand the playbook and allow the Redskins to go to their vertical game a little more, go a little further down the field, stretch the field a little more. I know that they're going to emphasize the running game, but it's pretty mundane if they continue to run the ball on first and second down. That's becoming pretty commonplace with them, and teams are easily seeing that. And like I said, the Jets are pretty stout. They're number 3 in the NFL against the rush. Not very good against the pass, but against the rush, they're very stout. They held Giant superstar running back Saquon Barkley to 1 yard on 13 carries last week. So that's his worst outing as a running back. And Saquon Barkley is a very hard running back to bring down or even stop. And the fact that the Jets held him to 1 yard on 13 carries, wow. We're gonna have to do a lot better than trying to run the ball on first and second down. That's not gonna cut it. So Redskins are gonna have to stretch their game, their vertical game, a little more. They're gonna have to look to go down to the field, get Terry McLaurin involved, Kelvin Harmon, these young receivers, Trey Quinn out of the slot, Paul Richardson. Get these guys involved. Jeremy Sprinkle even to stretch the field if they have to, or as a check down. Bring the tight end out. Even we got to get the ball to Darius Geis. He's a very proficient running back that will catch the ball out of the backfield. So we have to utilize everything that we got in a limited offense. We have to stretch the field. We're going to have to go to the vertical game more and expose the Jets. Test that secondary because they're not very good in their secondary. However, safety Jamal Adams is very dangerous. He had an interception. He had 2 sacks, I believe, and he had a fumble recovery. Stripped Giants quarterback Daniel Jones of the ball and ran it in for a touchdown last week. So he's very dangerous. So the Redskins, they'll have their work cut out for them Sunday. And the Jets, they're also a very blitz-heavy defense. Greg Williams-based defenses have always been blitz-heavy. And they are going to bring the wood Sunday against Dwayne Haskins. So, Dwayne, good luck to you. Get that ball out of your hands. Stretch the field. Keep that defense honest. Good luck. Just good luck. And hopefully the offensive line, Brandon Sheriff, Morgan Moses, Eric Flowers, Chase Roulier, hopefully those guys can hold up on the line and protect Dwayne Haskins and give him time to throw the ball because he's going to need time to throw the ball, and especially against that blitz-heavy Jets defense because they are going to bring the wood. So we're going to have to be prepared. We're going to have to be prepared, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan that will neutralize the blitzes. The Jets, they're going to mix things up on defense to try to confuse the rookie quarterback, and he's just going to have to adjust on the fly. So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Tension breaker. So, the Redskins defense, 21st in the NFL. They're just going to have to play better all around. Secondary, defensive line, coverages, stopping the run game. Cole Holcomb, Ryan Kerrigan, Montez Sweat, Landon Collins, Jonathan Allen, Matt Ioannidis, Tim Settle, Deron Payne. We're going to need those guys to step up Sunday. So it's going to be very interesting. And my prediction of the game, the Redskins desperately have to get into the red zone, and they're desperately going to have to score touchdowns. They're going to have to put touchdowns up if they're going to win this game. My prediction for this week, I'm always going on record, and I'm going to go on record again. I'm a true Skins fan. I'm always going to be optimistic no matter what. I'm going to pick the Redskins to win at home. And my prediction, the score will be Redskins 19, the New York Paper Planes, the New York Jets 10. 19 to 10 is my prediction. And with that said, that, my friends, my Redskin brothers and sisters, will conclude another edition of Pigskin Facts, History and News. I am your host of hosts, Fred Watson Jr. Bada bang, bada bang, bada bang, bada bang, bada bing. See you next time. You guys enjoy the weekend. You guys enjoy the game. And I will see you Monday. Signing off.